The Solana price dropped 1.87% in the last 24 hours, closing at $81.07. This underperformed a slightly weaker broader market, with institutional selling pressure and negative sentiment signals being the main drivers. The Fear and Greed Index remains at 33, firmly in fear territory. Goldman Sachs recently exited its Solana ETF positions, a move interpreted by the market as a sign of declining institutional demand. At the same time, Pump.fun, a meme coin launchpad, sold a large chunk of SOL, adding direct selling pressure. These two developments combined to create a perfect storm of negative sentiment and increased token supply on exchanges, overwhelming the modest ETF inflows that had been providing a floor. On the chart, May was a bearish month for Solana. At the start of May, Solana was trading above the $90.93 zone, but persistent selling pushed the price lower week by week. By mid-May, the price had fallen under the $88.85 range, and even short consolidation periods failed to defend those support levels. The real collapse came in the second half of May. Solana dropped from the mid-$80s down to a low near $80.36, just barely above the $80 psychological line. The 4-hour candles showed a clear sequence of lower highs and lower lows with almost no bullish reversal patterns. The $84.85 area became hard resistance. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Confirming a bearish market structure. By the end of May, Solana was trading near $80.90, with a tiny plus 0.33% gain on the last candle failing to reverse the monthly trend. The price struggled to hold above $80, with every small recovery being sold immediately. May ended with Solana stuck in the $80.81 range, and traders remained cautious about further downside. The Solana price is now at a critical juncture. The $80 level is a key psychological threshold, and a break below it could trigger more selling pressure. Institutional moves and sentiment indicators like the Fear and Greed Index will be crucial to watch. The ETF inflows, while modest, have been a stabilizing factor, but they may not be enough to counter the current bearish momentum. The next signal to watch is whether Solana can hold above $80. If it fails to do so, the next level of support is around $78.79. A break below that could bring in more sellers, potentially pushing the price towards $75 or lower. On the other hand, if Solana manages to stabilize above $80 and shows signs of a bullish reversal, it could signal a potential bottoming process. However, given the current market structure and sentiment, the likelihood of a strong rebound remains uncertain. Traders and investors will be closely watching for any signs of a reversal in sentiment or institutional buying. Until then, the Solana price remains in a bearish trend, with downside risks outweighing the current bullish signals. The stakes are clear. For Solana, the $80 level is more than just a number. It's a psychological and technical turning point that could determine the direction of the next few weeks. If the price holds, it may attract buyers who see value at this level. If it breaks, it could lead to a cascade of stop-loss orders and further downward momentum. The market is waiting to see which path Solana will take. In the meantime, the Fear and Greed Index remains a. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Key indicator of investor sentiment. A prolonged stay in fear territory could signal a deeper correction is still in the cards. Meanwhile, the actions of large players like Goldman Sachs and Pump.fun will continue to influence the price and the broader market's perception of Solana's future. The next few days could be pivotal. A strong rebound above $81 might offer a chance for bulls to regain control, but given the current environment, such a move would need to be backed by strong volume and clear signs of institutional buying. Until then, the Solana price remains in a state of uncertainty, with the market waiting for a clear signal to emerge.